Sounds like a great idea.
Doggies get hot, we get hot. We can all use a pool this summer.
Yeah, look at these people doing this jogging right here. Guys, your girl is just not a runner. I'm not a track star, but I feel like I'm running right now. I'm just kidding. But it is so hot outside already. And if you wanted to do that, if you wanted to try to go for your little hot girl walk or whatever it is, or a nice jog, just get the exercise in. Right now is the time to do it. Look outside. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's pink. It's purple. This looks like my room growing up when I was a kid. I had the butterflies, little palm trees. Oh my God, it was great. But this is very reminiscent of it. Good morning to you. I'm meteorologist Amanda Pappas. 83 degrees right now for Fort Lauderdale, 81 for Miami, and we know that Key West is right around 85 as well. But we do see that as we go hour by hour, things are going to get really hot out there, feeling like 105 degrees potentially by 10, 11 o'clock, and that heat index getting all the way up to 110 degrees. So we are under a heat advisory from 11 to 7 o'clock. So that means you need to figure out a way to beat the heat, guys. Make sure you're drinking the water. I'm telling you, unless you are using the bathroom multiple times, you're not drinking enough water. Stay hydrated. And also, heat exhaustion, heat stroke can set in quickly. This heat is no joke, and there's really not a lot of relief in terms of the shower activity, at least for now, but that starts to change heading into this afternoon, which is good news for us, especially over towards our inland zones, west of I-95, the Pythons, the Gators, everybody's feeling great over towards that Miccosukee stop over there on I-75. That's where the majority of our rain chances are going to lie for today in the strongest of the storms. But the timing is going to fall between 2 to about 5 o'clock, where we see some of these heavy downpours. And if you get lucky enough, especially if you're in Kendall or in Davie, some of our western areas or just more of our inland zones, that's where they're going to see some of those nice downpours to help cool you off. Hopefully you win the rain lottery for today. And we are going to see that by 7 o'clock, everything's wrapping up. Southeast breeze brings us some of our hottest temperatures, of course, and those feels like temperatures again in the triple digits today and tomorrow, but things get better and better. Look at that relief in sight heading into your Thursday and Friday as well. So that's some great news for you. We have this stationary front that's been sucking in all of this moisture. It's like a magnet for the moisture, but that is going to allow for us to have some of these thunderstorms. Heading into tomorrow, it gets even better. Rain chances really start to go up. We have scattered storms, some heavy downpours to really help us out, and that'll keep us a little bit cooler tomorrow and even better into Thursday and Friday. Friday Junior, potentially we could be only staying in the 80s. Annaliese, I would be so happy about it because my makeup, I feel like, slides off, but you're just naturally beautiful, so you're good to go. So I really...
Amanda, I have a lot of makeup on too, all right? We all have all this makeup on in here, guys. Just so you know, we're not just naturally... No, I'm kidding. That's terrible to say. Amanda is gorgeous. Michaela's gorgeous. Eric's gorgeous. Let's take a look at your roads. Right here, we are looking at the 836. My goodness, I'm talking about all these beautiful people, and I forgot when I looked at this really ugly sight here. This is going eastbound. Bumper to bumper traffic out there. Nothing unusual. You can take the Airport Expressway if this is part of your commute. Westbound lanes not looking a lot better. Let's take you over to another area. We're seeing some delays. Good news is you guys are accident and incident free across the board. Yesterday we had a case of the Mondays. Today things looking a little better. Hopefully I don't jinx it. Right here, the turnpike going northbound just as you cross Southwest 152nd Street. Speeds coming in here as slowly as 25 miles per hour. Not too bad, but it is a pretty large piece of congestion. Take the Palmetto Expressway if you'd like to avoid this. Broward County, I'll leave you with drive times. 595 going eastbound. It'll take you about 12 to 7 minutes to get you where you need to go. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Good morning, meteorologist Amanda Pappas here. I hope you have a wonderful day, sunshine. First and foremost. Second of all, here comes the bad news, that sandwich effect. I got it going this morning. So we do see we have 11 a.m. up until 7 p.m. a heat advisory in effect. What does that mean? Yet again, it is so hot. It's feeling like the triple digits. It could potentially get up to 110 degrees for the feels like temperatures. Meanwhile, those highs will be in the 90s. So please take it easy today and also stay hydrated and find fun ways to beat the heat. That's what you got to do. Our entire area is under this heat advisory, and we do see that heading into the afternoon hours, especially after lunchtime, that's when we're going to reach that peak heating. We get to about 93 degrees, 92 realistically. I think that we might be able to get a nice little bit of those showers to come through, which is good news for us. So you can see rain chances at 50% for today. Then we see Wednesday, they're on the rise into Thursday as well, and that means that our temperatures finally are coming on down. And a quick tropical update for you. We have the latest here on on Tropical Storm Dexter, and it is set to weaken over the next 12 to 24 hours, which is great news. It's going to push away from the United States. We have another area of interest just off the southeast coast here, and that is where we're going to watch over the next week for potentially something to form, maybe something weak. It is not going to be a threat for us as it'll push out into sea, and another tropical wave has a 50% chance for development, that X right there, but already models showing it recurves back out into sea and doesn't affect us here at home. That's it, and I hope you have a wonderful week ahead.
Well, fortunate for you, you have to leave your house about 3 in the morning or even earlier than that, so you don't have to deal with this. The golden hour doesn't bring so much gold on your roads. Unfortunately, things are moving a little slowly out there. Right now in this area, I-95 Northeast 2nd Avenue, not too bad. It's your express lanes going southbound in that area on 95 that you're seeing a little bit more of delays. It's starting to pick up a little bit. Northbound lanes, you guys look good. Regular lanes in the southbound lanes, you guys look good too. Let's take you over to your maps. You can see across the board that Golden Glades interchange always a little congested. Let's take you to another area we're seeing some heavy delays. Right here, the Dolphin Expressway going eastbound near Northwest 27th Avenue. Speeds here moving as slowly as 13 miles per hour. Definitely put some good music on if that's part of your commute. Otherwise, you can take the Airport Expressway and just avoid it altogether. Let's take you over to some drive times. This right here, I-75 going northbound, Palmetto to I-595, 14 minutes, and to Palmetto to Pines Boulevard, 8 minutes. Be safe.
We're following up the forecast.
Oh, what a cool story. And actually, by the way, that embryo, technically, he's older than me. Is that wild?
Yeah.
Wild. But anyways, amazing breakthrough in science. And we love talking about science. We love talking about meteorology. At least I do. So here we are. I'm certified meteorologist Amanda Pappas, and we have a heat advisory in place from 11 to 7 o'clock tonight. So please make sure that you are taking the necessary precautions. You're drinking tons of water. You are staying inside and in the AC when you can. And we see that our entire area and even outside of our market, we do see these alerts are going off for us. And we have temperatures in the 70s and 80s right now. No surprise, 79 for Pompano, Boca Raton, 81 for Pompano, 79 for Boca, 86 for Marathon, and 79 for Hialeah. It is feeling really hot, and I know there's a really good sandwich shop that you can cool off at with some AC. We'll be talking about that later in the show too. 84 right now though for our sky camera, and we do see that there was an earthquake last night, and it was in my vecino's backyard. República Dominicana, Dominican Republic, had an earthquake last night, a 5.7 magnitude. Imagine waking up to that. Not a fun alarm clock to be going off to, right? But thankfully, though, I think most people are okay. We're going to have more in terms of details on that in the next coming hours, of course. But overall, the key is that, yes, there was an earthquake, and it was a really sizable magnitude. Other than that, Caribbean, always a hot spot for tropics. Speaking of tropics, tropical update at you right now. Tropical Storm Dexter, the 5 o'clock advisory showing us it's moving away. That's great from the United States. Also, that area shaded in yellow, that lemon you saw over there, 30% chance for development, and we do see a tropical wave with another 50%. But all the things in common are that we just have no threat to us, no immediate threat for South Florida. So it's good there. But South Florida roadways, there's always threats on there. So we got to get over to Annaliese, my good old friend. Beautiful.
Definitely always threats, Amanda. But this morning, fortunately, you guys have been looking good. I really don't want to jinx the situation that I've been seeing on your roads this morning. But you guys have been accident-free pretty much all morning long, even incident-free for the most part, other than some construction. Right here, we're taking a look at I-95 near Northwest 54th Street. Your southbound lanes moving as slow as ever. Definitely give yourself a little extra time. You can also take 441. Northbound lanes, you guys look good, so don't worry about that. Let's take you out to your maps. Things looking like a rainbow here, starting to look a little more colorful. I see mostly orange, though, not a lot of red. Let's take you to an area where we're seeing some delays here. This is in Broward County. As you head south on I-95, you can see as you pass Atlantic Boulevard, you see a nice little chunk of orange there, but once you get past it, you are in the green. Just give yourself a little extra time if that's part of your commute. Let's take you to some drive times here. I-75 going northbound, Palmetto to I-595 will take you 14 minutes, and the Palmetto to Pines Boulevard will take you 8. Buckle up, be safe.
This one for sure. Anyways, hi man children. Hi everyone out there. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Miami, 84 degrees right now. Fort Lauderdale, 83, 86 for Key West. It is definitely a very interesting start here this morning. We are going to see a really hot day. Yet again, we have a heat advisory for you. Feels like temperatures in the triple digits, 106 by 1 o'clock. It is going to be hot and sticky and humid. So please just make sure you are taking the necessary precautions, drinking lots of water and staying in the AC. Give yourself a break. That heat index, again, we are all under this heat advisory. It's not just certain areas. Feels like temperatures up to 110, and this heat advisory goes from 11 a.m. all the way until 7 o'clock for all of South Florida and even outside of our area as well. Right now, we do see a little couple of sprinkles and showers over towards Key West and crossing over US 1, coming in from those winds out of the southeast and south. And we do see that most of us are completely dry though. So what happens? When do we see the relief? Right around 2 o'clock to about 5. That's our best chance to see some heavy downpours. However, they're going to be west of I-95. So we do see that our temperatures are going to be cooling off just a little bit more today. But trust me, tomorrow to be even better. We do see that a couple people get lucky with a couple of these heavy downpours. But right around 7 o'clock, everything is completely wrapping up and fizzling out in terms of any rain. So what's the deal? We've had this wind coming in from the south and southeast, and that has helped for our temperatures to cook and make it feel so hot out there, like you're over the stove, like your mommy cooking up some arroz con habichuela, whatever it is. But we know that these temperatures are not going to stay like this forever. So that's the really great news, is that we do see that these triple digit feels like temperatures come down finally on Thursday and Friday. So what's the game plan? Today, afternoon thunderstorms, we're hot, but then tomorrow we see better storm and rain chances overall. So we'll actually begin to really cool down on that 7-day forecast. Thank goodness. I'm singing it over here because I am happy. Praise the Lord. Oh, everything is going great. We see 60% chance for rain on Wednesday into Thursday, and that is going to knock our temperatures down as we head into the weekend. Annaliese, good morning. How are you?
Good morning,
in brown.
Amanda. Beauty in brown, you beauty in navy. Guys, it might be cooling down in your weather, but it's heating up on your roads. First accident of the morning. This right here is on Griffin Road going east. As you approach the turnpike, you do have 2 left lanes blocked. You can see some emergency vehicles out there, not causing many delays. This is just before a light, so you can see a little bumper to bumper here, but not too bad. Definitely just be aware of those emergency vehicles if Griffin Road in that area is part of your commute. Let's take you over to your maps. Things looking real busy out there as this 7 a.m. hour progresses. It's just 10 minutes away from 8 a.m. and we are seeing some busy roads out here. Let's take a look at some areas where we're seeing some heavy congestion. This is a large piece of orange right here. I-95 going southbound as you cross Northwest 79th Street. Speeds here coming in as slowly as 21 miles per hour. So not too bad. Just put a good playlist on. Michaela is about to talk to us and she is jumping up and down. Clearly she's been listening to some good music this morning. I think we need to get on the same tip this morning, Michaela. Let me take you over to some drive times. Palmetto Expressway going southbound Northwest 154th Street to the Dolphin, 34 minutes. I-75 to the Dolphin, 35. Andrew.
7:49, your time right.
This is in the studio in for Julie Durda this morning. Amanda, I always ask you, are you bringing some cold news?
Oh, I wouldn't say cold. At least Eric's a little more realistic, a little bit cooler.
Okay,
Let me just point something out. We talked about this over the weekend. Like 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now, pumpkin spice lattes are back on the menu.
Not ready for it.
Is that not crazy?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Not ready
definitely
for
not
it.
pumpkin spice season.
Okay, I went to the Dollar Tree because, you know, your girl loves a deal.
Can't beat it.
I literally saw Halloween decorations already. I was like, oh my God, okay. Well,
We
I
are
guess
far
it's gonna
from
be
fall,
Christmas
I'll tell
next.
you that. Far from fall.
I don't know. But it is definitely very hot out there and it is feeling very much like August. Let's get you over to the wall. We are seeing some really crazy temperatures. Look at this. Our heat indices are going to be in the triple digits yet again all across South Florida, potentially up to 110 degrees, and we are under a heat advisory because of that. Right now, you're stepping outside and it is mild and muggy. Marathon at 86, Key Largo 87, Homestead at 83, 85 for Miami, and 86 for Fort Lauderdale. It is a beautiful view, though, that we have right now on our tower camera. You can see this Key West 85 there. But we got to talk tropics because, of course, those waters blue, beautiful, but very warm, and that means a ton of energy for tropical systems or development. And ever since August 1st, it's like someone turned on a light switch, or realistically, you can see just a lot of activity as a whole. But nothing to fret about. We do see that with the latest advisory, Dexter continues to weaken and move away. That's not a threat. Then we also see there was a bump up in terms of the chances for development for that one area that's just east of Jacksonville and hugging that southeast coastline. It is not going to be our problem, though, thankfully. That's not a threat for us. And then I'm also seeing this one tropical wave where you see that orange X there. That is going to be what we watch over the next couple of days. It has a 50% chance for development, but already looking to try to recurve out into sea, which is good news. And other good news, hopefully. How's the traffic, Annaliese? Good morning, my gorgeous gal.
Good morning, Amanda, South Florida. Let's take a look at your roads, and your camera's frozen. That's really fun. Well, either way, you can still see I-95, your northbound lanes here near Davie Boulevard. Kind of moving slowly, but since it's not moving, the camera decided to freeze on me. I will check in on your maps over here. Let's take a look. This is in Miami-Dade County, northbound I-95 as you approach the Golden Glades interchange. You have a small pocket of orange here. Once you get past it, though, you are in the green if you are continuing on 95. Let's see, speeds moving as slowly as 15 miles per hour. So definitely put some good music on here. You can also take 441. Let's take you over to some drive times. Miami-Dade County, this is the Dolphin Expressway going eastbound. Lejeune Road to I-95 will take you 10 minutes, and the Turnpike to I-95 will take you 26. Eric.